Hello friends, hope you are doing fine. Since the elections for Supreme Court Bar Association have been announced, nominations have been filed, I feel it is very important to reveal the truth so that we choose the best available candidates. I firmly believe that to achieve the noble mission of the preamble to secure justice, social, economic and political for all, it is important that the bar plays an important role. Otherwise, the humanity will continue to suffer as has been suffering for the last 75 years. The independence we got is only on papers, and real independence which the great intellectuals, statesmen and revolutionary Bhagat Singh envisaged is thousands of miles away. If more than 85% are to be provided free ration, 50% women in India are anemic, more than 50% children are abused, millions go to bed empty stomach and do not have access to primary health and education. Our human right index is at the bottom. Hunger index is also at the bottom of the index. We can't say that we have achieved that independence. To ensure a strong bar and independence of judiciary, it is important that we select the right candidates. I am posting it on YouTube because I firmly believe that shame the name which is approved by our scriptures, and some European countries have even passed laws to shame the name. This message should be widely circulated so that along with the public at large, the children and friends of some of the crooks are told of their real character in great public interest. Otherwise also, since these crooks had posted suspension on the website and social media and had given press statements, it is justified to put their conduct also on social media. Few relevant facts which are very important, and the bar or the members electorate must be informed of the true character of few persons. I wish to reveal their real character before the bar. We all know that on 8th of May 20, which I say black day in the history of Supreme Court Bar, the then President Mr. Dushyant, in conspiracy with Kailash Vasdev, Rohit Pandey, Meenesh Dubey, Shamshravish Rein, Uday Singh, Colonel Balasubramaniam, Amrendra Singh, Anjali Chauhan, Dr. Ritu Bhardwaj, Upendra Narain Mishra, Anand Padmnabhan, they illegally suspended the secretary in conspiracy and tarnished the image of prestigious bar. In fact, 7 of them, including Rohit Pandey, filed a complaint, bogus complaint, and then became judges and then became disciplinary authority to suspend the duly elected secretary. They brazenly threw away every norm of principles of natural justice to the wind to remove the duly elected secretary. Rohit even shamelessly signed a complaint which mentioned that secretary should be removed and he should be appointed acting secretary. Shockingly, Rohit Pandey, Anjali Chauhan, Amrendra Singh, like serial killers, are serial offenders, since they were also the conspirators to the suspension of Vikrant when he was the secretary. A complaint on 2nd of October 21 was filed by me before the present EC, and the present EC, each member should explain to the bar why no action was initiated against these culprits. SCBA had received 1.62 crore as charity, and when I announced to the bar that we have received this amount as charity, we should share with other members who are in financial need. Meenesh shamelessly said that if we give it, he will get publicity. If we don't give, log hame gali denge. Rohit criticized, oh, secretary is getting lot of publicity. So they criticized the secretary for telling the bar, if this scheme was accepted, 600 members could be gracefully accepted, could be accommodated without any embarrassment to them. But Rohit, Kailash, Meenesh, Dr. Ritu Bhardwaj, they all conspired to make a scheme where members were to plead, beg before them, and then they obliged them. This is how they served the bar. Rohit Pandey even objected to help given to the riot victims. Meenesh and Rohit, I said it earlier also, they can't read even their own messages because those messages were actually drafted by somebody else. Nobody has seen them arguing anywhere. They are also liable to be prosecuted, surely to be arrested for cheating, because you all know that in August 20, Meenesh and Rohit, they signed a check for 7 lakhs for insurance company which gave insurance only for 6 months, whereas the members gave money for 1 year. So this case also complaint has already been filed. One of the strongest member of the bar who takes stand, Deepak Kansal, in the police station, and I am sure they would soon be arrested and prosecuted for this offence. Rohit is also guilty of perjury because he filed false affidavit in suit filed by me in the High Court. He also is guilty of misappropriating the documents of a client for which complaint was made to EC, but EC, for reasons best known to them, instead of taking action, they use these culprits, these unscrupulous elements like Meenesh and Rohit, to intimidate others. That is their policy. That is why I said in public interest, I must tell that what has happened. I sincerely feel that cleansing of bar to ensure strong and independent bar is very important to achieve the noble mission of the preamble to the Constitution of India. Amrendra and Upendra visited me a number of times and categorically said, हमसे पाप हो गया है, हमें माफ़ कर दो. Amrendra even told the executive committee, and I quote, all of us should tender apology to Mr. Arora. In fact, when they suspended one of the finest judges who adorned the bench of the Supreme Court, Justice P.V. Samant, categorically said, and I quote, the action taken by the executive was not only illegal and arbitrary, but was also ethically atrocious, I unquote. Justice Patil, one of the finest judges, said that Dushyant had led the bar to the path of adharma, and it was a black spot on his career. When I filed a criminal and civil defamation against these members, these crooks, and I offered myself to be examined by all 21 members. But they never produced themselves before the committee because they were scared of cross-examination by me. They compromised the matter because of a strong stand, upright stand of Honorable Justice Shakdar, that a divided bar would weaken the judiciary. In fact, in the year 1992, great Ram Jethmalani, in a seminar organized by us, by creative lawyers, made a very profound statement that only a strong bar can produce strong judiciary. Weak bar would make judiciary weak, which was approved, endorsed by the then Chief Justice of India, the Chief Justice of High Court of Delhi, and all legal luminaries present on the dais at that time. In fact, despite the compromise, the Supreme Court of India, the bench headed by Justice Khanwilkar, kept the law point open because he also thought that this argument that the president can suspend anybody is worse than a Hitler's dictate, because if this argument is accepted that president can suspend anybody, then he can suspend 20 members. This shocking order was passed by High Court. That is why my Lord Justice Khanwilkar's bench said that this law point is kept open. It is also endorsed by the viewpoint of the another bench headed by Justice Chandrachud. Honorable Justice Chandrachud, as you all know, pulled up that bench. That bench pulled up UP government because they were trying to be complainant and adjudicator as well in that attachment of property case, which is 55 Civil Writ Petition 55 of 2020. Similarly, Honorable Justice Khanwilkar's bench also held in Maharashtra MLA's case that the suspension for full term is totally illegal. So these guys, these crooks know that their act was totally illegal. And still, now the most important fact is, in fact, every executive member should be asked to explain. And they should be asked to explain why no action is taken against these members. I have no personal enmity against these unscrupulous members. However, I firmly believe that to maintain the prestige of the bar, it is important to throw these rotten apples out. Most of them were more loyal to Dusht Duryodhan, which I called Dusht Dubey, than to rule of law or prestige of bar. I firmly believe that these corrupt representatives are mainly responsible for all the miseries in the country, because a strong bar can get every relief for social justice, but the weak bar would provide only a weak judiciary. These heartless souls have no concern for the poor farmers, unemployed youth, or suffering of women. Society and judges should be informed. Rather, they should be aware of the character of these people they interact with, because we all know that a man is known by the company he keeps. I am informing these facts because three crooks, unscrupulous elements, serial killers, I say, Amrendra, Rohit Pandey, and Anjali Chauhan, have again filed nomination this year. So I thought that the bar should be aware that these unscrupulous elements are to be avoided, and bar should elect the best available candidates to make strong bar, to make sure that we secure justice for all. हर एक घर में दिया भी जले अनाज भी हो, अगर ना हो कहीं ऐसा तो ऐतराज़ भी हो, रहेगी कब तलक वादों में कैद खुशहाली, हर एक बार ही कल क्यों कभी तो आज भी हो. Thank you friends. You may send me your suggestions at Ashok Arora 2310@gmail.com or WhatsApp me at 9810062089. All the best. May you select and elect the best available candidates to maintain the prestige of bar and shame these names who are again trying to be leaders of bar. Anjali Chauhan, Rohit Pandey and Amrendra should be informed, should be told. In fact, if they approach you, you must ask them that what have you done, with what face are you coming. All these crooks under the leadership of Dushyant, I firmly feel that they should be exposed time and again. I also believe in this, that a criminal should be followed till his grave, or till he apologizes to the satisfaction of victim, or till he is punished. Thank you. Bye. Jai Hind.